Hello. Can you hear me all right? Hello. Can you? Okay. All right. Mm. I find it fun. I find it funny how these streams get rather consistent over time. Well, thanks again. Thanks you guys for stopping by for another live stream. Got this one going pretty smoothly. Got the mystery game installing right now on the PlayStation 5, so hopefully we get a little bit more people this time. I hopefully it'll attract more people. By the way, I just want to give you guys a heads up. If you see me squinting a bit, it's just because I'm trying to focus my eyes. Because I can kind of see, but I just need to kind of focus just so I can read your questions clearly. Because I don't want to be wearing my glasses because the glare does kind of bother me a little bit when I actually see the footage. So I try not to. But this is about as close as I can get to the screen, so I can kind of tell what your names are, and I can kind of see your questions, but I just have to squint a little bit. So hope you guys don't that doesn't bother you guys. But yeah, already 6 of you guys. So, and Zach just completed the Geth arc in Mass Effect. All right, well that's good. Hope you're enjoying your playthrough. Black Wolf 249. Have I heard of the news about Ben Potter? No. I don't know who that is. Is that connected to Harry Potter or someone? Vamp, how am I? I am doing all right. How are you? Thank you for asking. Oh, so it's a PlayStation 5 game. Uh, I can play it on PlayStation 5. I mean, I'll say that much. Daniel, what's up? I'm doing great. What's up to you, buddy? What is my favorite multiplayer map in OG Modern Warfare 2? I don't really have one. I didn't play multiplayer much on Modern Warfare. I think the one Call of Duty game I did play the most multiplayer was definitely World at War. That one I played a lot of that. I mean, I think I could even go and check see if my account is still active. I'd be surprised if it is. Hello, Jackie Boy. Welcome to the stream. Ben Potter is a YouTuber who passed away. A big comic book guy. Oh, the comic custodian, something like that. Yeah, I heard he died in some accident, but I don't know what kind of accident was, and he was 40 years old. So, I'd seen a couple of his videos, but I wouldn't say I was a fan of his. But that is unfortunate. You don't expect a YouTuber of that success to kind of just suddenly pass away. But heck, that's life. Could happen to anybody. Hello, Cerberus. How you doing? Yeah, Black Wolf. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. Vampire Sonic X Shadow Generation has me the most excited I've been in a while. Well, I hope it lives up to your expectations. I'm not really the biggest Sonic fan, but heck, I am excited for the next Sonic film when it comes out on Christmas, or I believe around Christmas this year. Whew. Jackie Boy, I just got done carving a baton. Why do I need a baton? Sheen the Deer Man, what's up? How you doing, man? How you doing? How am I doing today? I'm going all right. I did all my filming and uploading yesterday, so today was more of a relaxed day. Plus, Celtics are about to go to Game 3 in about an hour, and then I think afterwards I'll head to the gym. So I'm happy I got all my filming and later, but I don't know, hopefully I'll get some more ideas. And I tell you, there's got to be some sort of YouTube block because it just doesn't make sense to have a channel of my size struggle to get 100 views. So I gotta figure out something. But heck, that's something I've been complaining about for at least the last 5-7 years. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe the algorithm hates me or something. What did I think of Summer Game Fest? It was boring. They didn't really reveal anything. I would say the Xbox game that game show was easily the best revealing show of the year. I mean, the last two State of Plays were garbage, and this Game Fest literally did not reveal anything that I was interested in. Like, literally. So, yeah. Brian, thoughts on California? I don't like living there. I do not like California. I've lived there twice. No, I've lived there twice. Not a fun place, but heck, I gotta go back to California for like 4 days in July for like a two-parter trip, so yeah. Oh, Sean, yeah, I'm sorry about that. And me boom, I'm alright. You beat the Geth Ark's final level with Liara and Tali. That's nice. What is my favorite part of Apocalypse games? Mine is Fallout 4. I don't think I have one, Sean, to be fair. I don't really think I have one. Really enjoyed your Date, Marry, and Kill video. Well, Vamp, I just wish more people had sent in a lot of ideas. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. It's gotten a solid response. Hopefully it gets more attention soon. But heck, I had fun with it. It was just a random idea. Just wanted to try it out. Sean, do a top 5 favorite first-person shooter games. I swear that does sound like something I would have done already. That absolutely sound. I want to double check. That absolutely sounds like something I would have already done years ago. Let me just double check. Shooter. Oh, wow. I guess I haven't. Alright, that might be an idea. Although, I'm questionable if, like, first-person shooters really aren't on the rage right now. So, I don't know. That might be an idea I might do in a little bit. Why can't you give Dead Space Remake a 10 out of 10? Because there's... Why would I give it a 10 out of 10 when even the original wouldn't get a 10 out of 10? Like, it didn't really have any original ideas. I mean, I think it's better in a sense. I think it connects better to Dead Space 2 in a sense, but I felt like if you're too much of a carbon copy, you can't be a 10 out of 10. That's impossible. You just can't. I think 10 out of 10s are typically reserved for sequels or slight enhancements to original games. And that's really, when I look at the list, that's pretty much what almost every member of that list is. I stated this before. It's almost logistically impossible for the first entry in a game to get a 10 out of 10. And a 10 out of 10 for me is like, I like the game exactly how it is, and I don't want any changes to it. That's why it's so hard. You can be a truly great game, and I can see like, well, maybe if you added this, it could be a little bit better. And then when some games do that, then that's the boost it needs. But not many games do that. So it like just because it didn't get like, I mean, dude, just because I don't give it a 10 out of 10 doesn't make it's not a great game. It's a fantastic game. I mean, I have it installed on the PlayStation 5 right now, and I've been replaying it. So heck, I even had to rebuy a new copy of Dead Space 2, and I was playing it on the PlayStation 3 last night. So yeah. What's a funny story you've heard in the news? I don't really watch the news, so I don't know any funny stories. Me boom, been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with PlayStation Plus. Well, I hope you're having fun with that, because I'm just not a fan of that. Cerberus, yes, the only thing that caught my attention was the Sonic game. Well, I just hope you have fun with it. What happened to you Just Dance stream? It was just a little overwhelming for me. Just a little overwhelming. Let's just say that. Boda. Which other Ridley Scott flick are my favorite outside of Gladiator? My favorites are like Alien, Blade Runner, Black Rain, Black Hawk Down. You know, Black Hawk Down and Blade Runner, Director's Cut, movies like that are alright. I wouldn't say Alien or Black Rain, stuff like that. I think there was also another movie I'm trying to think. It starred Leonardo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe, but I can't think of what the name is. It was set somewhere in the Middle East. I can't remember what it was, but I mean that wasn't really one of my favorite films of his. But I thought Prometheus was also pretty good. Vampire A, I really gave you a difficult one. Yeah, yes, you did, and that was a good one. Sean, do a top 5 co-op games. I don't think I could do top 5. I don't think I have enough co-op games that I really, really enjoy all that much. That I would prefer to play with a friend than playing by myself. I'm not sure that idea would work. Like outside of Resident Evil 5, I can't really think of too many others. So the Persona lady, which one out of the gang would I like to hang out with if I could guess who? I'd hang out with all of them. I think all of them are pretty cool. I don't got too many favorites. Black Wolf, you want to know if that's true? I think I'm better off trying to make a fanfic based off the manga. Okay, I mean, heck, if you can pull that off, just make sure it's a good one. And welcome to the Street United Slayer. Hope your day is going well. Me Boom, I recently conceived a funny idea. What do I think of Koba from Planet of the Apes joining Mortal Kombat? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. You're not gonna throw in a talking ape. No. There are much more creative and weird things you could throw in, not an ape. Vampire A, I have a Street Fighter matchup with someone, so I'll be practicing for the next few days. All right, well, get you practicing and I hope you win. Good luck on that. Black Wolf, you might have a few ideas. We'll see. I'm always up for good ideas or creative ones that can bring people in. Jackie Boy, about the baton. It is a prop like your amp in the game. I play some old, don't know what that game is, stages using the iconic baton, a ribbon as a fishing rod and a weapon. Well, I just hope you're having fun making your prop, Jackie Boy, but I don't know what that's from, so I can't really comment too much. What is the mystery game? It is a good game. It's a great game. That's a good clue. Am I tired? No, I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I mean, just because I'm yawning doesn't mean I'm tired. I got plenty of sleep. I've been out a couple times. I'll be going to the gym in about, like 3 hours. Oh, no, I'm not tired. It's just been kind of like a low energy day. I've just been a little bit stressed over a few things that have been happening in my life recently. So, the usual. Sean, do you think you could kick a T-800? How do you ask something so stupid? Of course I couldn't. Could anybody? Nutted Slayer, I see that you also shitted yourself when you see the Doom teaser. I didn't shit myself. I just got excited. It was a cool game. I was really excited. I mean, that doesn't mean shitting the bed. I mean, I was generally excited. I mean, the last Doom game came out like almost 5 years ago. I mean, that's a long time to play a really great first-person shooter, which I haven't done in a while. I think Doom Eternal was probably the last really, really good shooter I'd played. So, heck, I mean, can you blame me for being excited? A lot of people were excited. The one guest character you want the most in Mortal Kombat is Michael Myers. It is interesting that Michael Myers hasn't been added yet. They've added everybody else. They've added Freddy, they've added Jason, they've added Alien, they've added Predator. Michael Myers kind of seems like he's the last one left. Maybe Pinhead. Maybe Pinhead one day. You think a guy like Blade from Marvel could work in MK? I guess possible. I mean, he's got the weaponry. I guess. I don't see why not, but you gotta deal with legal issues. Describe Mass Effect 2 in one sentence. The Empire. Okay, I think in one sentence. Mass Effect 2 is like the Empire Strikes Back of science fiction games. I think that's a good sentence. Mayboom. How would I handle the engineers from the Alien prequels as given the engineers their own story? And it just finished update. Let's see. Okay. All right, the game's ready. Uh, I don't handle the engineers. Those guys are like 10 feet tall, so yeah, I would just kind of stay away from it as much as I could. Sean, is it a PlayStation exclusive? No, it is not. That is very, very clear. It is. I assure you, it is not a PlayStation exclusive. And I just want to turn the console off just so it's not overheating. I bet it's Doom. It could be. Which bad boys do I prefer, one or two? I think one's better, but I probably have seen two more. But I think the first two are really good. I think Michael Bay really had those two films down pretty well. Okay, dumb question, but why is there a heart on my screen? Some new feature? Uh, I'm not sure. I mean, I see a heart on my screen, but it's at the bottom. I think that's just the emojis. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I think those are emojis. Like this one, or that one, or this one, or that one, or that one. Yeah, I think those are just emojis. How about Gotham City Sirens? Date, Mary, Kill, Lulu, Cece, or Adea? Probably kill the middle one. Date, Adea, Mary, Lulu, I guess. Yeah, some emojis. Joke question. Would you kick the great and all powerful Space Pope from. Yeah, I would if I could. Absolutely. I'd love to see Michael Myers, Pinhead, Ghostface. Apparently, someone said Ghostface might be in like a future pack of Mortal Kombat characters, which I would be surprised about. Is the mystery game a first-person shooter? Maybe. Spoilers. I also heard people say they wanted to see Chucky. I think Chucky could work. That, as weird as that sounds, I think Chucky could be like something like Farah, something like that. I think could work. Have you read any of H.P. Lovecraft's work? Unfortunately, no, I have not. So you think Persona 3 Reloaded would score well in a review? I think if I did ever get around to finish it, maybe I'd give it like a 7.5 or an 8. From what little of it I've played, it seems okay. Black Wolf, what if King... I don't even know who the hell that is. Unconclusive Black Wolf, I have no idea who that is. Vamp, Doom Eternal, maybe. Maybe not. There's a lot of first-person shooters that I own. Where's your Max Payne live stream? It's missing for some reason. Oh, I took that silly thing down. And it broke into multiple parts, and I don't like streams that get broken into multiple parts. If that does end up happening, I just end up just deleting it. If it's like a full hour stream, I'll leave it. But if it gets broken into like 3 20-minute sections or 2 30-minute sections, I usually end up just deleting it. Not very eventful, and not many people even showed up. Speaking of Michael Bay, have I seen his movie from 2005 called The Island? Yeah, that's that cloning movie with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson, how they play clones and they escape, and then you pretty much find out that this clone facility is meant for the rich and powerful, and their whole plan is that, well, when your template needs like an organ, or they need like one of them can't have children, they go to the clone and they take the organ, or they take the child and then they kill the clone. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah, I've seen it. When I requested you the 3 Final Fantasy girls, I actually thought of including Lightning. Oh, well, that would have been too easy, so I think... Jackie, but what's the funniest game I've played? Maybe Conker's Bad Fur Day. That was funny. Sean, DMMK between Lightning, Zelda, and Miranda. Well, you're gonna kill Lightning, you'll date Zelda, and you'll marry Miranda. That's pretty easy. Hey, what's up, Winter Ghost? Welcome to the stream. I would love to see you use, I guess, the lightning of Klefka, I guess. Mary Date kill Caesar's Lulu, or I don't even know who that is. I'm not familiar with that. Luna Freya? I'm not familiar with that. Oh, great. Now I'm going to start getting a bunch of date, marry, kill. Maybe I'll do another request video and you guys can send your ideas there. Date, marry, or kill Rogue, Lucia, or Aerith. Well, I'll kill Aerith because she's more useful dead anyway. I date Rogue, but, like, it's like a one-time thing, and I'd marry Lucia. That's an easy one. Mayboom. Like other species like predators, the Thing, Martians from Mars Attack, aliens from District 9, monsters from Cloverfield, Death Angels, and the Quiet Place harvesters from Independence Day. Yeah, I'm not sure what the question is. Alright, Black Wolf King is a giant dragon. Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about Godzilla. I don't watch Godzilla. The last Godzilla film I watched was the American version that came out in like 98. Like, I haven't even seen any of the Godzilla x Kong movies. I think the last one I saw was like the first Kong film, and I was just like, yeah, okay, I've had my fill. If I want to see giant monsters, giant beings fighting each other, I just watch old episodes of Power Rangers. That's where I get my kicks. I wonder if you'll buy Transformers Devastation for PlayStation 4. After all, this year is the 40th anniversary of Transformers. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. How would you kill Aerith when she's already dead? Well, I'm assuming she's alive, and then you just kill her because she's more useful dead anyway. Rashad Ahim, I think you're new, or you've been, or you're a recent one. Do you think you'll ever reconsider buying Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero? It's supposed to be coming out October this year. Probably not. Not from what I've seen. I don't think I need to pick that up. Knighted Slayer, what's a pizza topping you believe shouldn't be on a pizza? Mushrooms. I don't eat mushrooms, but I'm saying I would remove that from the menu. I like Mortana. I just like some harmless moth being a giant kaiju. Mothra. Okay, I guess Mothra's a giant moth, I guess. I mean, I don't know who these monsters are. The comment I made about how I would handle engineers from Alien prequels would only give them their own original isolated story, but also make a reference to two of them creating others. Okay, that's kind of confusing me, but okay. Alien species. Okay, I'm still kind of lost, but I trust your judgment. What do you like to add on my plate of spaghetti? Maybe a breadstick? I haven't had spaghetti in a long time. I'm more of a pasta person, so. And I think we're officially all caught up on questions, so that's good. And we have currently 8 people watching. Or hopefully more people show up. Knighted Slayer, what would I say is my favorite soda or pop? Probably Pepsi. Red, white, and blue. The Pepsi way. Probably Pepsi. Zach Tarv, probably not gonna watch The Acolyte. No. I stopped watching live action Star Wars after the Kenobi series. I mean, again, I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was okay, but had like every right to be great, and it wasn't. It was just okay. And once you screw that up, like, you can't make anything live action be good anymore. So, I mean, I've been hearing all this talk about The Acolyte, and I got no opinion because I wasn't gonna watch it anyway. I'm done. I'm done with Disney Star Wars. Period. Like, I think the only thing new that Star Wars that I might be getting is when they announce a Jedi Fallen Order 3. Like, that'll probably be the next thing. Like, this Jedi Outlaw thing, I'm not touching that. Apparently, they're going to make, like, a Rey trilogy. Nobody wants that. I'm not going to see that. Like, I'm done with Star Wars. Like, the only thing Star Wars I plan on getting anytime soon is I'm planning a trip to Disneyland during my trip to California next month, and I plan to pick up a Qui-Gon lightsaber so I can pair it with my Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 1 lightsaber, a Jedi holocron because I have a Sith holocron, one Kyber crystal to go with the holocron, and I'm going to build a droid. Like, that's about it. Like, those few things I think are things that are Star Wars I think are fun, that aren't necessarily Disney exclusive, so yeah, that's about it. But, like, none of this new stuff. Black Wolf, I can imagine Aerith making a interesting Black Lantern. Yeah, probably not. Pizza crust stuffed or toothpaste. That just sounds disgusting. Vampire A, does being single bother you? From time to time, but you know, I try to keep myself busy so I don't think about that. But then again, most of us are single anyway, so heck, that doesn't bother me too much. However, I will say this: if I'm not like married or someone like by like age 40, I might seriously consider killing myself because I'm like, I would rather die younger than live to 60 and be like single. Because I like when I compare my life to like my brother's life, like he's married with his first kid, so he's in a position where he's living a lifestyle that benefits from living long. Me, not so much. So I'm not like, I don't feel bad about that idea of maybe one day I'll actually consider ending my own life because I've talked about it for like the good part of a decade, so. And I'm like kind of comfortable with that. Like if I went to the doctor and I found out I had cancer, I probably wouldn't do anything about it. I would probably let it take me out because I'd be like, well, we're not really doing much of our life, so I don't mind dying younger because I would rather die younger knowing I had friends than outlive a lot of them. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I came to peace with that a long time ago. I recently doubled my life insurance, so you know my beneficiaries are going to be pretty well off after I'm gone. You bet your butt Mothra, like, why would I bet on a giant moth? I know nothing. You must be upset with these kaiju, Black Wolf, because I know nothing about this. Literally, I know zero about Godzilla and these other monsters. The only thing outside of Godzilla I may know is that Tommy's Dragonzord is basically a green mech version of Godzilla. And that's blatantly obvious. That's where I get my Godzilla fix, is Power Rangers. Can Ashley Williams work in Mortal Kombat? No. No, I don't see that working. Did I see Man of Steel 2013? If so, what things would I have changed about it? Nothing. I saw that movie 3 times in theaters. I saw it myself, and then I saw it again when I took my dad to go see it. And then I saw it a third time when I took my mom to go see it because my parents were divorced, so I couldn't convince them to see the movie together. So I had to take them both separately. So, but yeah, I saw the movie 3 times. I liked it. It just said we never got a proper sequel. Henry Cavill really got the short end of the stick because I thought he was a great Superman. And Man of Steel is probably my favorite Superman film even to this day. Like I have the steel case collector's edition of that. Like it's over in my closet. Like it's like a giant, like it's like not giant, like medium sized steel casing, and it's got all these discs about it. But I really enjoyed Man of Steel. That was probably like one of the few films I actually saw multiple times in theaters during its run. I think pizza with crust stuff with Dracula's peppers. Ew, that sounds nasty. That's nasty. Jackie Boy, joke question. Can you picture Ash Ketchum in Mortal... No, Ash Ketchum would not last. Tater tots or french fries? Ooh, it's tough. I think it depends on where you go. I think it's like there's certain places where I think one type of fries is better, but like tater tots are consistent. So I think I'll go with tots. I think tots. I think tater tots are more consistent because you can go to certain locations and like there's some places that have like better fries. Like I think the fries at Burger King are like a lot better than the fries at like McDonald's, which are like too skinny and like taste like cardboard. But then I would pick McDonald's French fries over like In-N-Out's. Those ones taste like cardboard. I don't know how people keep going back there. Being a virgin is never anything to be ashamed of. May Boom, I'm not a virgin. I took care of that last year. I promise you, I'm not anymore. It was an amazing experience. Would Ryu what? Okay, you talking about? Okay, is that Ryu from Street Fighter, or are you talking about the other Ryu from like Dead or Alive? Because neither one of them would do well in Mortal Kombat. Neither one of them. Neither one. Wait. Work if he was. Yeah, he wouldn't work. Which Power Ranger Megazord is my favorite? Ooh, that's a good one. My favorite Power Rangers Megazord has to be, without question, the Super Train from Lightspeed Rescue. Because not only was this Megazord like, it was like the size of 3 Megazords, it was massive. So like it towered over the monsters, and its primary weapons was like these massive frost missiles and like a giant Gatling gun for a fist. So plus it has like one of the coolest like assembly, like the cool like oh my god, it has like one of the coolest like entries that I've ever seen for a Megazord, without question. Fun fact: the voice actor of L from Death Note was in Man of Steel. Oh, okay, well, that's nice. The more you know. Boda, which snack do I prefer? Hot dogs or pretzel? Definitely pretzel. Hot dogs are nice, but it's hard to screw up a pretzel. Jackie Boy, you wanted to know, here's some random trivia. Some frogs actually entered a real crystal. They freeze themselves in the winter and then they thaw in the spring. Okay. I'm not sure that's a question, no. Just saying to anyone who is, never be ashamed of it. Oh yeah, don't be ashamed of it. But I don't know, just from my personal experience, it was kind of bothering me, so I took care of that, and it was amazing experience. Can't wait to go back. Still trying to figure out how to do a couple things, but you know, yeah. But don't be ashamed of it. Zach Tarf. So fun fact: female V from Cyberpunk is voiced by the Queen from Persona 5. Okay, I knew that. Okay, Ninja Gaiden in Dead or Alive. Okay, Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, I think he's the ninja, but like I've never played Ninja Gaiden or Dead or Alive, so I've seen pictures. Leon or Chris? Leon, bigger Leon fan than Chris. Black Wolf also loved the Super Train Megazord. Too bad the suit of the Super Train was super bulky and heavy. Well, I think it was supposed to. it was a bulk. Those suits are bulky, so you know it was all right with me. I'm 20 years old, virgin, and I'm okay with it. Oh, don't feel bad about that. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 32, so heck, you might beat my record. Apparently, I was living with somebody. Like, there's this old man named Al who taught me how to drive. Apparently, he told me he lost his virginity when he was like 12 or 13. I was like, how the hell did that happen? But this was like the 40s or the 50s. He would have to have been the 40s. So that's interesting. Cryostasis, not crystal. Stupid autocorrect. Do I have any home defenses? We got security cameras. Does that count? We got swords. Like Melissa's got like the Witcher sword and Wonder Woman sword, and she's got her shield. So I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to break into this place. We don't really have much of any real value. Am I familiar with the animated TV show called Dinozords? Back in 2000? No. No, I'm not. Do we have a chainsaw? We had something like that when I lived in the house when Dad was alive. We had something like a chainsaw, but we probably don't have that anymore. We had a lot more tools when Dad was alive. Okay, stream's going well. We still got 25 minutes before the mystery game. Have I seen The Boys? Of course I have. I'm all pumped up for the next season when it comes out. Like, doesn't it come out like tomorrow? Like, yeah, doesn't it come out like on the 13th? So it starts tomorrow. I'm just curious if they're releasing like all the episodes, or if they're like doing it in episode by episode. I think for Amazon, I think they release all the episodes at once so you can binge it. So like, if they do that, then I'll have to get some kind of food and stay up and binge it, because I'll absolutely do that. What do your siblings think of you making YouTube videos? They don't care. They don't care. No one in my family watches my videos. Nobody. My mom does not watch my videos. My sister does not watch my videos. My dad didn't watch my videos. My brother might he might on occasion come into a stream every once in a while, but as far as I'm concerned, he's never really watched any of my videos, so like I think they're okay with me making YouTube videos, but they don't actually care they don't watch my stuff. None of them do, and that's fine. They're busy with other things. Would you join female? What? No. No. Are you crazy, Mayboon? Absolutely. No, absolutely not. Why would I do that? You kidding? Man, I don't got the skill set to be in a video. You kidding? I don't got the skill set. I mean, the crazy thing is I guess I could tell you this. I did an experiment. It was nuts. Hang on, I think I got the counter here. I wasn't even paying attention. Where'd I put it? I think I put it in here. I put it somewhere. I don't know, maybe it's around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Okay. I did a little experiment. I was testing something. So I was watching a VR video, and I wasn't even paying attention to I was actually literally counting the strokes. And it was nuts. It was nuts. It was nuts what it ended up doing. I was like, how the hell can any person handle that many penetrations? It was ridiculous. Like, and it was crazy. And it was in the span of 30 minutes. I was like, that is ridiculous. Like, how could you have that kind of stamina? That is, like, man, that would put marathon runners to shame. By the way, have you checked out Korn Christmas song yet? No, maybe I'll check that out around Christmas time. What? How come I didn't keep her last year? What do you mean? What do you mean, keep who? What are you talking about? Would you grow your hair out like Leon S. Kennedy? No. Dude, I'm losing my hair. That's why I always wear a hat, so you guys don't see my head. I mean, maybe there are methods. Maybe there are methods to growing hair, but, like, no. I would, like, Leon's hair? Yeah, no. Dude, I think Jimmy Butler tried a look like that. Like, he was trying to be, like, emo Jimmy Butler. Isn't that what he did? Wasn't that the look? It was weird during the early. Yeah, emo Jimmy Butler. Yeah, that is definitely yeah. Yeah, emo Jimmy Butler. Yeah, that was the Leon haircut. I could not sport that. The fact he did that was nuts. I was like, what the hell is that boy doing? Luckily, it was kind of like a practical joke. All right, we got 20 more minutes to the mystery game, and I'm excited. Hey, I know this is personal, but would you live in the same state as your brother? I've wanted to, but like the problem. Okay, if I could financially do it, would I? Sure. Although El Paso's I think he lives. I think he'll probably stay there for a while because he has a lot of family there. So I think I might, but it wouldn't be long term. Like I might live there for like a few years, but then I'd want to move. But like I've wanted to for like a while, but like financially, I would be like, how would I pull that off? So. But yeah, no, Marcus, you can ask personal questions. We got nothing to hide here. What does your brother think of that game? Well, he hates it, but he bought a copy to screw with me. I think I've told this story before. I don't think he's even played it. Like, he literally just owns a copy just to screw with me. So, I don't think he hates it as much as I do, but, like, because he's never played it. He just thinks it's funny how it bothers me, and it pisses me off just looking at it. Like he tests that out. Did I watch Am I Afraid of the Dark from the Nickelodeon 90s show? Yeah, I watched a lot of those shows. Late night Nickelodeon? Absolutely. Grew up on that stuff. You know, like Kenan and Kel and Cousin Skeeter and, some earlier shows like Nick Arcade and Doug and All Real Monsters and Rocko's Modern Life, which is my favorite. And heck, I even watched some, Nickelodeon Junior, like Little Bear, Blue's Clues. I watched all that stuff growing up. That was my shit. You guys got anything else? Because I think I'm doing pretty well keeping up with these questions. If anything, well, yeah. Yeah, I just don't want to. Well, I just think that he has a lot. I think Bro's got a lot right now that his son's born, and I just, I'm planning a visit to go see him in September for our birthdays together, like I do almost every year. But I mean, there's good reasons for him to stay there for long term, but there really wouldn't be too many big reasons for me to stay down there for long terms. Like I have as much as I don't like being in Vegas, I have to acknowledge that I have like a lot of family here in Vegas. I have a lot of family in California. And if there's any one state on the East Coast I would move to, it would probably be Maryland, because that's where a good amount of my dad's side of my family lives. So if you're gonna move someplace, you typically want to make sure you have some family close by. Like I'm not comfortable with the idea of like picking up and going completely somewhere where I'm completely isolated. Like I would never like just pick up and go to a place like Montana where I don't know anybody. Like I don't think unless I had like a lot of financial security and was getting paid really, really well, or someone offered me like a job that I just could not refuse. Who was my favorite Rugrat? Oh, definitely Chucky. Without question, Chucky. Did I watch the Japanese competition show? Does he has Castle? No, but I did watch Ninja Warrior when it was playing on G4. I did watch that a lot. Have I played Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles? Yes, I have. It was okay. I've also played Final Fantasy Tactics. That was an interesting Game Boy game. Mayboom, would you have your own strip club? No. Oh dear God, I'm bored. I'm so bored of those places. Those places are not fun. I've been to a strip club. Like I live close to one, and trust me, it's not as fun. Like it's crazy. It's not as fun of an experience as some people might think. Like when you think of, oh man, I can't wait to go to a strip club. Like it's really not fun. Like it really isn't. Like it was weird. Maybe I'll tell you guys this story. Okay, so I went like maybe 6 months ago, maybe it was sometime last year for my birthday, and like I was kind of like, it's kind of like the first version of OnlyFans before OnlyFans was a thing, and it's just like they're just like vultures because they're there to work. So like you don't believe anything a stripper says to you at all, but like she's clearly trying to con you out of your money. But luckily I had like a good $100 that I could just throw away and like not care about because because working two jobs I make extra money. So when I actually got like the so-called VIP private dance, it was kind of boring. Like she just did like four positions on me and like I wasn't even the slightest bit aroused. I was like, we were only in there for like 15 minutes. I was like, wow, this is what I get for $100 in 15 minutes. Like I'm not even like I felt like uncomfortable being there. I was just like, it's just like, man, I'm not coming back here again. I'm bored. Another funny question. Strippers aren't even that hot. No, that is very true. That is very true. There are some that are like out of shape. Some are like old women. I mean, I was like, man, I can't come back to this place again. Metal Gear Solid Delta footage looks nice. It looks okay. I'm still not gonna play it, but I hope you guys have fun with it. It was boring. It was boring because you couldn't trust anyone. It might be more fun if you went with friends, but like I went by myself. Like I've been to a strip club on 4 occasions and none of them were great. Like the first time I went to a strip club, I just turned 21 and I went by myself just to see what it was like. And I didn't have any money, so I didn't really have that great of an experience. And people were talking about, well, Brian, you have to go with somebody. And I was like, who am I gonna bring? Like, I'm not gonna bring my 50-something at the time dad, and I'm not gonna bring my boss. So I went by myself and I was kind of bored. And then the next 2 times I went with my bowling boss who hired me. I went 2 times, but I was like I didn't want to be there. So I just like took my glasses off. So like those 2 times I went with him, I didn't see anything. Like when I take my glasses off, like especially in a dark room, I can't really see anything. Like you can tell like someone's topless, but like it's kind of shaped to me, and they're like a good 20 feet away from me. So I didn't really care to be there. And then the last time I went was last year for my birthday, and I was just like, it really isn't a great experience if you're going there entirely by yourself. Like if you're gonna actually go, you need to go with a group of friends, and maybe 2 or 3 of you minimum. But if it's literally just you, it's kind of a boring experience. It's not fun. and then you feel kind of bad, and then you feel bad for them because it's like, what life choices did they make that brought them here? Like, are they doing this because they need the money? Are they providing for a kid? Are they trying to save up for school? Like, your mind starts going like that. Like, what choices brought them here? Like, that's what I was thinking the whole time. Like, I was just feeling bad. I was feeling bad for these ladies. And that's something, like, that bothered me the whole time I was there. I was just like, man. This felt bad. I felt bad for them. I felt bad being there. I was just like, this is not a place I need to be in. Skittles or M&M? Oh, definitely Skittles. Real strip clubs are no different than strip clubs in Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, well, that might be half true. I mean, I don't know. I think, I put it like this. Depending on which Grand Theft Auto you pick, the experience is greatly exaggerated. The real strip clubs are not anything like Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, talk about a scam. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. Alright, how much time we got? We still have 10 more minutes. Alright. I don't know. This has been a pretty good stream. so far. You guys got anything else? I got 10 more minutes. And the game's gonna start soon, but we're gonna skip the first half and see what happens. Did I finish Metal Gear Solid 5? No. Never played it. Never played it. I played the demo, which was like Ground Zero, but like once I saw the story for 5, I was like, I can't play this. It's ridiculous. It's telling the wrong story, and it undoes all of the good work that Metal Gear Solid 4 did. It literally undoes it. And it's telling the wrong story. I was pissed. They butchered the hell out of that game. Favorite Autobot? Optimus Prime. You know, you can't go wrong with him. Do I have a favorite energy drink? Yeah. It's like Rockstar Fruit Punch. I had one yesterday at work. Trophy unlocked. Strip boredom. Yeah. Favorite Decepticon? Soundwave. Yeah, Soundwave. Vampire, I once walked into a strip club with a friend, and a stripper asked my friend to come in while we were 14 at the... Jesus, man, how the hell did you pull that off? What specifically did they butcher? Okay, here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem with Metal Gear Solid 5, okay? Alright, here's the big problem. The entire premise is based on the notion that you are not playing as Snake. Venom Snake is not Snake. You are playing the medic at the end that you see working on what's her name at the end of Ground Zero. So you're not playing as Big Boss. You're playing as a person who just had facial reconstruction, which actually was an interesting idea because it made sense why David Hayter didn't do the voice and it was Keith Sutherland, because it was two different people. And then you look at like the story, and the story is just kind of stupid. The mechs are way more powerful than any... Like how do you have, like, a walking Metal Gear Rex back in, like, the 80s? Like, 20 years before Metal Gear Solid Rex, and you already have, like, a more powerful version of that available. I thought that was just ridiculous. And then the whole idea is... The whole twist is finding out that you're not the medic. So apparently, the big boss that you fight at the end of the first Metal Gear is not Big Boss. It's this Venom guy. So the reason it ruins Metal Gear Solid 4 is because at the end of 4, and Eva said this too, she says, oh, you beat Big Boss 2 times before. Well, apparently not. Apparently you only faced him once. And unfortunately, they missed a massive opportunity to introduce David. Like, literally, the game should have ended with a scene of Master Miller coming to Mother Base and saying, hey, boss, you know, we've been, like, gathering all these children soldiers, and I happen to run into this one, like, young teenager guy that I think you should meet. And Big Boss says, well, what's your name, kid? Or something like that. And he says, oh, my name is David. And so it shows Solid Snake meeting Big Boss for the first time, because Big Boss is the one who trained Solid Snake. And what's more is that Big Boss knew that David was his genetic son. So it's kind of interesting how David meets his father and doesn't know that's his father, but Big Boss is fully aware of who he is because Zero had Liquid and Solid created to take out Big Boss. But apparently Master Miller somehow was able to retrieve David without realizing who he was. And I was like, that's the story that they should have told, and they didn't do that at all. It was telling the wrong story, and it pretty much made a bunch of contradictions that Metal Gear Solid 4 had fixed. Like, Metal Gear Solid 4 was so good at answering all of the questions that have been asked over the period of the franchise, and 5 comes out and creates new questions that will never be answered. Like, that's why I don't acknowledge Metal Gear Solid 5. Because it undoes all of the good work that 4 did. Do I like Monster Energy drinks? They're okay, but I don't drink them very often. Did you see? No, no, Mayboom. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Vamp. The rumor is that the next Resident Evil game is going to give me a headache. I don't know what they're going to do. Metal Gear Solid 5 is like Toy Story 4. Yes, I agree. I agree. Solid Snake or Big Boss? Big Boss. Easily. I like Big Boss more than Solid Snake. Don't get me wrong, Solid Snake's a cool character, but I like Big Boss a little bit more. There are 2 shows from the 90s. I'm not familiar with either of them. I'm not familiar with either of them. And we got 4 more minutes till the mystery stream starts, so I'm going to start the PlayStation 5 and get that ready. Solid Snake or Chris Redfield? Solid Snake, easy. You played Metal Gear Solid 5 and thought it was okay. That's fine. Like if people actually like and think it's okay or enjoy it, that's perfectly fine. But like I'm talking about like from a story perspective, I just couldn't play it. It was crazy is I bought the collector's edition for it, and I bought the limited edition guidebook. So it was a game I was excited for. But then I heard it's like, Brian, you gotta watch the ending. It's like, I don't want to spoil myself. It's like, no, you need to check out the ending of this game because it's gonna piss you off. So it was crazy. It was like right before I was about to play it, I found out what the story was about, and then I was pissed off. Never played any before or after, which may explain. Yeah. Yeah, gameplay-wise, it seemed okay, but story-wise, yeah, it sucked. Only have Ground Zero and haven't even played it yet. You know, the funny thing is I actually, like, held off from playing Ground Zero for, like, a long time before I actually got around playing it. Alright, we got 3 more minutes. Gotta go, my battery is low. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, Boda. Maybe I'll catch you in the live stream for the mystery game. There was a beautiful woman in the game called Quiet whose outfit was very sexy. Yeah, the sniper girl who, like, is, like, vulnerable to, like, she has, like, a connection to water and she can't talk. I mean, I guess she can talk, but, like, it hurts her lungs or something like that. Like, that's all I knew. And apparently, like, that was controversial. Like I'll tell you one thing that, like, scared the hell out of me. Is, like, seeing, like, a fat guy. Like, I saw, like, I don't know if it was all over here, but, like, there's, like, this fat guy that, like, cosplayed as that. And it was, like, one of the most horrifying things I'd ever seen. Like, there are just some cosplays on certain bodies that just should never be done. Like, I admire his confidence, but, like, man, I had nightmares of that. It was like, that's just something you can't even look at. Are Liquid Ocelot and Revolver Ocelot the same person? Yes and no. Like, Liquid Ocelot is Ocelot with Liquid's personality kind of taking over his body. But yeah, Liquid Ocelot and Revolver Ocelot physically are the same person. Like, Revolver Ocelot gets his hand cut off in Metal Gear Solid 1, and so he cuts off Liquid's hand and then attaches it to his own, and somehow his Liquid's hand, through the use of nanomachines, is able to capture his personality and then take over his body. But then you find out, oh, that's not what was actually happening. Ocelot let that happen to let Liquid think that he was in control, but it's crazy. Yeah. Yes, Vamp, very, very much so. Very much. Alright, we got 1 minute, so I'll just cut it there. And just as a heads up, yes, it is Doom. It's Doom 1. Not Doom Eternal, Doom 1. That's the mystery game. But it seemed perfect. That probably was a good giveaway when I said that, like, immediately after I saw that trailer, I installed both Doom and Doom Eternal, and I'm replaying them. So, yeah. So hopefully, some of you will see me play Doom for a little bit. So I'll see you like in like 2 or 3 minutes. So thanks for stopping by at the stream, and now it's time to go kill some demons in the next stream. So I'll hopefully see you guys in a couple minutes.